in the young age, usually the mothers, brothers, the uncles take the responsibility of making the boys swim in the home well, teaching swimming. It's a village hobby during the vacation. And of course, I grew up with a large number of cousins. If you see all my young age photographs, childhood photographs, it will always be a large group. Because two reasons. Photography is rare than the number of kids living there. In the modern day, number of kids is rare and photography is regular. In those days, photography is very rare. Number of kids is large. So everyone will try to put their neck for photograph. In those days, once or twice a year only we even get photographed. Now only once an hour you get photographed. Or you just photograph. It is not even nowadays once a day. It's all once an hour. So my uncles were trying to teach swimming for all the kids. The village farmhouse, my grandfather's favorite village farmhouse, which my grandmother owned, and they waited and donated it to us, which is there as our ashram, Arunachala Dhyanapidam, Nityana, where my father's samadhi is there. That is the same property, same well. So all the uncles, they sit around and they drop one by one each kid and help that kid to swim. They will actually tie that bottle gourd shell on the stomach with a thread, and also they will tie a rope in the hip and hold that so the child doesn't get drowned. It's a village way of safety mechanism. And they were trying to throw every kid. When they were trying to put me, I said, no, I am a sannyasi. I am not supposed to swim. In Shastras, there is an instruction that sannyasi is not supposed to swim or light fire for cooking. Some of those. And we do not know why they created. In those days, all the risky things sannyasis were asked to avoid, because the sannyasis are very rare species. They were teasing me that because I am afraid to swim, I am using this as instruction. I looked in, I saw my cognition was so clear. There was no powerlessness. There was no fear. But I didn't want to learn swimming, just I wanted to respect that rule. Of course, there was a discussion there. One of my uncle, whom I really respect very well, because he's a great swimmer and he protects everyone. He takes care of everyone. In those days, what do you know about taking care? Means he can climb the coconut tree and cut coconut and give. He can pluck mangoes and feed you. These are all the ideas with which we decide who is caring, who is loving. There was a discussion, and that uncle who I used to respect, he was debating about marriage and sannyas and advising me, you should not think you are a sannyasi now itself, you should see life and get married and all that. Fortunately, Before him, I was already consolidated by Yogananda Puri. Understand? Because he has already consolidated my cognition, my depth. No question of even argument. Understand? Anything about which you don't even argue is your depth. Even if there is a scope for argument, it is only your length or breadth, not depth. I was fortunate enough, I was already consolidated in my depth by Yogananda Puri. Not even argument. I saw very clearly there was no fear of water. It was only I decided not to, because I read somewhere in one book in Shastra that sannyasi should not swim.